FF7 Rebirth assumes that you have played the previous game, and that's a good thing. This game is not for everyone, and that's a good thing. There's been a lot of complaints I've seen the last few days now. People saying that, oh, I never played the original game, so I can't understand the storyline, and that makes it a bad game. No, it makes it a better game. So, hello everyone, in this video, there'll be no spoilers, so don't worry about that. But I will talk in a general sense, right? How this game, of course, has changed from the original game, and how that's a good thing, right? But like I said earlier there, I've seen a lot of complaints now for the last like 5-6 days. And I guess people are beating the game, right? And they have no idea what's happening. Mostly with Zack and also with Sephiroth or whatnot, right? Especially with Zack, probably a little bit Aerith. And you're like, how can I make sense of the story? Oh, it's confusing. Now, of course, some of the story bits are confusing, even if you have played the original game, on purpose, of course. Some theories can be made, right? I made some, etc. But the general thing is that it's a great thing that the game actually expects you to have played the original game, because that makes it a more valuable game forever has to have played the game, right? And I'm really sick and tired, right, of the whole concept of, oh, it should be for everyone and so on, right? It kind of, to me, it's a little bit of the Elden Ring thing. Oh, it should be easy mode for everyone, it should be. No, it shouldn't be. If you try to please everyone, you will end up pleasing no one, right? The general issue with the idea that this game should be made for everyone is that then it's not made for anyone, right? Now instead, by making the game, be an actual sequel, based on the player having the knowledge of previous games, you can have more interesting new story aspects, new storylines and all, right? And that makes it a better game in general. Now, that being said, I'm gonna break it down a little bit, what I see as the main two concerns, right? So the video, please subscribe, press the like button. But again, don't worry, it won't be anyone actual spoilers. I mean, the only spoilers I already kind of know that, oh yeah, like, there's changes, right? That's the actual only spoiler. I'm not gonna get details with it. But anyway, let's do it. First of all, let's talk about what is a one-to-one game adaptation, right? See, Trials of Mana, one of my all-time favorite game, which is also a remake of Square Enix based on Seiken Setsu 3. This game is a one-to-one remake. So here I could see the argument actually being correct, that it should be for everyone. It shouldn't be endless to the storyline, because this game here is one-to-one on everything. The city, the boss fight, everything is literally in order, right, that it was in the original game. If you haven't played this game, basically this game is like really one-to-one. You enter a city, and every house is placed exactly how it was in the original game. Every character street, every NPC and so on. Right? But the thing is that we already know in FF7 Rebirth and also Morcos Remake that it isn't a one-to-one adaptation, right? It isn't one-on-one. You have a bunch of new characters, you have new storylines with Dyne or whatever, right? Another game example here, for example, Katarina, the remake sequel, this game, right? This, right, again, one-to-one remake, exact same storyline, same sequence, same fights, however, adding a new character. Doesn't matter the same thing, adding a secret boss fight, adding a dungeon and so on, right? In those cases, it makes sense saying that the game should require you to have played the original game, because it's a one-to-one adaptation. However, of course, in FF7's case, it's already been established in the first part, like I keep saying, that it's not a one-to-one adaptation. Look at the NPCs here. There are way more NPCs that never sit in the original game, never the bigs, right? So there's so much stuff in this game that makes it immediately not a one-to-one adaptation. And let me get it clear. If you want to say that I don't like FF7 Rebirth because it's not a one-to-one adaptation, I think that's fine, right? But saying that you want it to be a not one-on-one adaptation, but yet have the exact same storyline, that is just illogical. It doesn't make any sense. Now, that's another way, should the storyline be? So now, the argument that's not a one-to-one adaptation is out the window, right? Now, I really also dislike people complaining that you have to have played the original game to get this game. Well, go and play the original game then, right? If you're gonna make a new game for all this money, I would much rather have it having new storyline, new characters, new twist and turn. Of course, that has some kind of resemblance to the original game, but why should it be an exact same storyline? What value do I get then and set up the graphic and a new combat system? No. If you want to sit and complain that the game, oh, I can't understand the game, simply play the original game then, right? The original game still exists over there in the background, okay? The original game, of course, still exists, right? So if you can't understand the sequel remake's storyline, go and play the original game and you might understand it, right? I don't see the issue. Honestly, that's the main part that bothers me the most probably. The people also have the handouts. Like, oh, I can't understand, explain to me. But why don't you make some effort and play the real game then? It is still a very much playable game, right? That being said, I just want to be fair here, I don't like all the changes, right? I don't like that, for example, Asian Temple, it's the wrong continent now. That doesn't make any sense to me. So, no. I'm not saying it's perfect because, yeah, you can play all the stuff now, but it's like you can still play the original game. It shouldn't just be stuff like Dying having a more characterization on that. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I like it, right? Adding characters to it. They kind of reminds me of, again, the Catherine, like we have the same main story, but we're adding another character to the sideline. That's fine as well, right? I mean, that should be in the game too. So now Dying has much more storytelling and his compared to his original game, of course, and that's fine as well, right? I want the game to have that also. But first and foremost, I actually like a lot that the game is going on the direction. So me, being a OG player, right, can enjoy the new storyline and see new stuff happen. Again, otherwise, what's the purpose, right? I mean, sure, as I mentioned earlier, I can play the game and enjoy the combat system, right? But now I'm enjoying the system of the game mechanics and also enjoying the storytelling, right? Because even as having played the ring game several times, I don't know where it's gonna go, right? We can make theory videos, we can talk about it. It's interesting, it's more exciting, it's more fun, right? And honestly, yeah, the complaint to me, it's an incredible silly complaint. And I am genuinely very tired of people always being like handout. Oh, I can't understand the story of this game. And I don't want to spend time playing the original game. Even though I love this game. I mean, vanity is probably the worst thing I hear. Oh god, I hate her hearing that. People are like, oh, I love Rebirth. Best game I played this year. But I can't understand the story now. Like, okay, go and play the game. No, I don't want to play that. Old game. Like, but how can you say this is the best game you ever played? You don't want to spend time playing the old game then. Of course, there are different combo systems, but come on, man. Like, it's then you probably don't like this game that much, you know what I mean? Or you have never played a single game in your life before, right? But regardless, yeah, it bothers me a lot, guys. Anyway, what do you guys think? Should FF7 Rebirth be forever on and just be working forever on, having no pre-knowledge? Or should it be, like I'm saying, that it's much better now than expected to have him play the game? It's a little bit like I'm playing Dragon's Dogma 2 now, right? And it reminds me of the Elden Ring debacle and so on. It's like, no, it's pretty nice, this game, you know? This game expects me to actually use my own brain, right? It expects me to do that stuff. And I mean, worst case scenario, if you don't want to play the original game, go and read all the Wikipedia. You can look at videos, you can easily figure out the storyline. If you can spoil yourself, right? And maybe you should then before you play the original game. That being said, lastly, I want to say you can, of course, still enjoy the game if you haven't played the original game. The combat system is very good, and I think it's an improvement. Let's put that out. I think it's an improvement, the new system they have compared to the old one, right? This is a much better combat system, so that's a much better thing. The mini games, I guess, are better, more so most of them. Some of them are terrible, but the game has a lot of mini games. The card game is pretty good. The card game I quite enjoyed it. More a puzzle game than a card game I would argue for, but arguments, whatever. It is a really good mini game. So of course you can enjoy the game from a combat standpoint, from a card mini example, right? And that's all there, and the game is beautiful, right? But you know, why should everyone just be able to use everything, right? And I think it goes back to what I said earlier. This argument of if you try to please everyone, you will also please no one, right? Now this game is you know, pleasing me more because me as an original fan, having played this game for many times. I even had Cloud as my figure. When I graduated, you can have like a figure of yourself or something, and I picked Cloud. So me as an OG fan, right, can still enjoy this game, and newcomers can, to some extent, enjoy it. But yes, get some, maybe a little confused then check out my other video then, where I talked about the last bit of Aerith. So, you know, then you can almost just educate yourself, I suppose, right? Man, it sounds so pretentious, like, educate yourself, kids. But seriously, to some extent, it's like, well, just get good, right? It's a little bit a get good argument. Yeah, okay, stop asking for ism, just get good, right? But anyway, guys, for the video, subscribe, and have a great day.